these kids have gone way beyond bullies, man.
Oh yeah.
But they are straight up criminals.
Yeah.
As I said, they might as well be gangs in the apocalyptic wasteland, just running around, just terrorizing people, man. Because
if you got bullied at school, all right, well, you knew when you got to school that was going to happen. But once you got home, you could relax.
yeah, but
Not here.
You know, all these kids, they either have a schedule or they got a tracker or a GPS on the other kids because they just happen to know. Because they attack when the parents and grown-ups are conveniently not around, which, by the way, is all the fucking time.
Yeah.
These parents always have a social thing to go to, or they always got something to do where, by the way, it's both parents got to be at the house. And then that's when these kids go in and attack. And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about street brawling, man.
Oh,
I'm talking
no.
about they break into people's homes.
Yeah.
You know?
And throw kids through windows.
Man, this
so much glass is broken in this show.
people, they break.
It's broken from people being thrown through glass.
They break into people's homes when they break into families' homes to like attack the kids, and not just attack. They try to kill each other. And I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it got so crazy that I'm not gonna lie. It got so crazy I couldn't help but laugh, man. I was like, this is just so insane that I don't know if this is even.
Yeah, you're like, what is he teaching these kids?
Is this supposed to be the comedy? Because it gets ridiculous, man. These kids make tactics where they outside making cat sounds and shit.
I know.
Aw, I think your cat wants to come in.
I laughed at that. I was like,
people,
God damn.
this world is so crazy. That might have been a cat that threw his ass through there. Oh, that fool. People, I gotta show you this one more time. That fool.
Really?
And by the way, he kind of deserved it because he fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Well, he hears a cat and immediately just walks straight outside
And
without
by the
asking
way,
a question.
the girl didn't say, "Stop, we don't have a cat." She's like, "Fuck it, I ain't going out there."
Yeah, well, who would think that if you heard a cat outside, it's actually bullies waiting to bust into your house and beat the shit out of you?
And I give them bullies credit, boy. They practiced that cat sound. Cause even I thought, like, is that a cat out there? I was like, shit, they've been rehearsing this.
Aw, I think your cat wants to come in.
You dumb motherfucker. Look at
Wait.
that dog. Even the camera just was up in his face to show you how stupid he was.
Right.
Oh, I like cats. It's almost, I wouldn't. This is so crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if the bullies paid a cat to go out there and make that sound. You did a good job. They laid his ass out.
I know.
People, these are kids breaking into homes and doing this and having no respect for property. None. And by the way, every time the bullies show up, they always play that guitar riff too.
Well, it seems like the cops in this town, in this valley, they only go after Johnny. Everybody else does whatever they want to do, and cops never show up.
That is the problem here, man. I mean, the cops should have been called the moment them motherfuckers were tearing up the mall. You know, but it's like, it's frustrating. It's only frustrating because one call to the cops could have solved all this. One call, and
We don't know what kind of cops they got.
No, the reason why the cops don't show up because they don't call the fucking cops. Every time something happens, I can take care of this with karate.
Myself.
I'll go out and do this with martial arts. And it's like, no, motherfucker, call the cops. It's beyond you at this point. It's beyond him. It's like the town is going crazy.
Yeah, man, we know how cops are. They'd just shown up and just shot all the kids.
Good. Man, let me tell you, I was so sick and tired of watching these kids beat the shit out of each other. I really was, man. I was kind of done with it in season 2, but that was a cool ass scene where they were beating up the school. I just like, damn, that's just kind of crazy the way this is going wild. So I didn't mind that, but here, I was sick and tired of seeing these fucking kids beat the shit out of each other not because the fight scenes were bad or anything, but it's redundant. For most of the episodes, for me, these kids had no personality other than to try to out-bully each other. Like, they were all bullies at this point. They were just in competition to see who could be shittier than the other. And and it's just they didn't have any, there was no development, no character beyond that for most of it. Especially little ass Hawk right here, he was getting on my nerves. Because they were showing he's the toughest one. He was the one that was really doing most of the dirt.
He was doing most of the dirt, but then he kept having his Darth Vader moment, but not really stepping over.
Yeah, but I was just like, y'all making him so badass. I'm like, you know what? He ain't Bruce Lee. The Mohawk weighs more than he does. I was like, look, it's bad when I feel this way. These kids were so out of control and had so much attitude. And I mean, they were a danger. They're not menaces anymore. They're murderous gangs. And I was like, if somebody went in and shot any one of these kids, I would not feel anything.
That's true. They really do become gangs. And considering that most of them, at least half of them, started out as nerds who were being bullied. I get there's no teachers around, but there's no parents either. Because we never see them at home with parents or anyone who can be alerted to go like, hey, I need you to cut this shit out.
Yeah, this shit is like a Charlie Brown special. Parents ain't nowhere. It's like Charlie Brown and Peanuts if they all start beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I was like, there are no teachers around except for this. Now, this is what I hate in movies and TV shows. When there are no teachers around because it's we need to see the kids be bullied and so you can hate the bullies or we can see a cool fight scene. They don't ever show up until after things have gone off. Even though these
kids
kids,
hey, I don't know whose fault it was, but you're all in
even
trouble.
though these kids get up in the middle of the lunchroom and like, I'm gonna kick his ass, and teachers is like, they don't come around for, and parents ain't nowhere. But again, it's not like this is supposed to make sense. It's just, for me, not very good writing. It's very, very, very transparent writing because what you want to do is you don't want to have any adults around because you want to interrupt these fight scenes right here.
Right.